Hello again, this is Steve Goggins. This time I want to respond to some negativity about the Goggins Force Invitational meet at the Haney Fitness Games and Expo show. Basically, I thought, like I said in an earlier video, I thought the meet was great and ran great. We didn't have any problems. I don't recall any problems. Only one problem we had was from a lifter, James Searcy Jr. and his dad, James Searcy. Those are the only two people that had issues with the competition that I know of that came forward that I, as far as at the meet, remember said anything. So the type of problems they had wasn't necessarily a problem. It was just people who, I guess, just wanted to get their way about everything, or just looking for trouble. Basically, what I seen was just somebody just looking for trouble, and we're not looking for trouble or trying to, cause any problems. I wanted to see his son do well. I want to see every lifter do well in the meet. We wish no negativity upon no one. To start it off, what I seen that happen was, James Searcy Jr. goes up to take his first attempt squat. His rack height was wrong. They had it at like 18, and I think he wanted like 22, or 21 or 22. Somehow or another, they didn't come to the meet early enough, which we sent out emails to get the rack heights to where they're supposed to. And I don't know how it got mixed up or what happened. I have no idea. Okay, but the rack height was wrong. Somebody made a mistake, whether it was at the desk or they did. But that really doesn't matter. It doesn't make any difference. When you get to the rack, if there's a problem with the rack, we can change the rack height. You know what I'm saying? That's not an issue. So we're not gonna call the lifter on the first. At this competition, I wasn't going time the lifter out, which was it. He had plenty of time for them to change the rack height and him to get started. So he was not going to time the lifter out. So the rack height was wrong. James Searcy Jr. went to approach the bar, and he once he tried to get under it, he just seen that it was wrong. He just got belligerent and started cussing, cussing the spotters and loaders out, telling them about the fucking rack height, this, that, the other. This is unacceptable. So, but they get the rack height right. So you're already getting the spotters and loaders like, they don't like that. They don't deserve to be talked to that way. So they get the rack height right. He goes under the bar. He makes his attempt. He gets it. Perfect. Boom. Goes back in the back room. I go back to talk to him. As the meet director, I want to make sure everybody's happy, everybody's good to go. So the first thing I say to him, I was by himself, kind of went to sit down in the corner, and I went over to him. He had his headset in. I said, "Hey, I want to talk to you." And he took one headset out, one of his earpieces out. I said, "I just want you to know we'll take care of whatever problems it is." I said, "Just calm down. We'll take care of you. There's not going to be an issue. There's not going to be any issues. And if you need anything, or me to take care of something, it's not a problem." I try to describe it to him in a way of, calm down. Everything will be fine. Don't get upset. Just stay calm. If there's any issues, we'll take care of it, because we'll take care of you. His response to me was very sound and to the point of, fuck that, and then put his earpiece in and just turned away and just kept listening to his music and doing what he was doing. So, okay. My response to that is, okay, leave him alone. I can't help him. So he was unapproachable. So he goes out for his next attempt. He makes a good attempt. He gets close. He cuts the squat a little bit. to get called for a high squat, and for depth. And you can watch the video, which they posted. You can clearly see the squat is high. I mean, by the standards of any federation I ever lifted in all of the time I've been lifting, the squat is high. So so they get pissed off and they don't understand why they got the call. So they come back again on the third attempt. He takes it deeper and he gets it passed. So there is nothing against him. Angela was on the side judging, and Gary was on the other side. Both of them, I'm trying to think. I know Angela and Gary turned the second attempt down for depth and for knees not being, what I'm saying, his knees wasn't locked. And it looked to me in the video before he squatted, his knees was soft before he squatted. His knees were not locked. And his depth was high. So, and he goes on to make, like I said, he goes on to make the third attempt. He went up in weight and still made the attempt. So my problem is, or my comment would be with this is, if we're out to get you and want to judge you unfairly, why did your third attempt pass? It was a good squat, is why it passed. And that's the only reason it passed. Nothing against you or anybody else. Nothing against his dad, anybody. His dad used to be a good friend of mine. I don't know what's going on, why they're so belligerent, want to dog the organization, dog me. He's talking down to me and everything else. So I have no idea why he feels this way or wants to feel this way. He don't like my organization. It beats me. I don't know. And I'm not going to try to find out at this point. I'm just going to let it go. I don't need any negativity in my life or with the organization. So they're not welcome to come to any USPA meets anyway, which they don't plan on coming back. And I think that's probably a good idea if they feel that way. And now Jesse Rogers is commenting on the subject and saying stuff about the USPA. This is a lot of negativity. And it's, you know what? All I can do from my standpoint of view, from where I am, what I'm running, what I'm trying to do here in Georgia, is do the best I can do with what I have, with the guys and girls I have. And I think they're doing a fantastic job. So I don't plan on getting into any negativity. But this stuff that he's putting out about me and my judges and my people, it's totally wrong. I don't accept it. He's wrong. So I don't know what they're trying to, I guess they're just looking for something. At the end of the day, the kid had a great day. Oh, one of his deadlifts, second attempt deadlifts. It's like they're entitled. Let me stop for a second. It's like they feel an entitlement to every lift they take. In other words, if it's completed, it should be good. In other words, they don't think about the technicalities of each and every lift that could happen. Just because you complete a lift, because you go down in a squat and come up, it doesn't mean it's a passable squat. Because you bring the bar down on your chest and bench it back up and press it out, it doesn't mean it's a passable lift. There are technicalities and things that you do to make it unpassable. Same thing in the deadlift. On his second deadlift, he came out 804, 365 kilos. He pulls it up, he locks out, he leans back, and he unlocks his knees. He gets called for soft knees. His knees was not locked out. That's a mistake he made. He come back on his third attempt, he corrected. He locked his knees. But they're over there cussing and fussing in the back, throwing stuff, being belligerent, being the way they are. That's not acceptable. If I would have knew that they were being this way in the back, which I didn't learn till later on, I apologize to any other lifters that had to deal with this or go through this. I would have kicked them out of the meet if I would have heard or some of the stuff was going on if I saw it. I didn't, so I felt no need to. And, that kind of stuff we're just not going to tolerate in Georgia, with, any kind of meet, any meets that I put on. And it's a lot of good people that come to my meets, come to our meets, and I think they enjoy themselves, and I think they will continue to. And so I'm not worried about what they're saying or what they're putting out there, because it's not true. The problem is with them, it's not with us. So thank you guys for listening. Appreciate it.